mom going twice.
Hello, Dr. Umar Johnson.
How you doing there, beautiful? Where you at in the world?
I go to school in Boston, so I'm in Boston.
You're
I'm here
in
with my
Boston.
friends.
Okay,
Yes.
I pick up some Ethiopian and Eritrean energy. Am I right?
Yes,
Salam,
you are.
she's from Ethiopia.
Okay, Ethiopia. I spoke in Ethiopia for African Liberation Day 2023.
For real?
The government brought me over.
Are you
So
for
let
real?
me ask you this. Let me ask
Yes.
you this.
Yes.
As my Ethiopian African sister, what, looking at this from the outside and the inside, what is your opinion
Okay.
on Donald Trump removing the diversity, equity, and inclusion? And what is your opinion on him getting rid of the Black History Month? What are your perceptions from the outside?
I'm actually from Maryland, and I go to a top college, right?
Okay.
Yes.
So,
So you're first generation Ethiopia. You were born in America.
yeah, but my parents are from Ethiopia.
Understood. I got you, Queen. Go right
Yeah.
ahead.
And so, I guess those diversity and inclusion things work in my favor when they have like career fairs at my school, and it's
Okay.
targeted for diversity and inclusion. And so, yeah.
Okay.
And look, I'm
Okay.
here with my Nigerian friend and my Haitian friend, and I
Okay.
actually
We got the Haitian sister. We got, okay, now who's that? Who's that?
Chelsea Boroff.
Okay.
Donald Trump removing for what's it called?
The diversity and inclusion.
Yeah, in admissions. I think it's stupid. I think that students historically, Black students especially, are gonna be put down from the beginning, and even if you account for economic factors such as like being low income or stuff like that, like there's still the social pressure that they face, which can't be accounted for by admission factors. So I think that race should always be a factor in admissions because colleges need to be putting up
I
their students.
appreciate that. I appreciate that,
Thank you,
young lady.
Chelsea. Thank
I
you.
appreciate that. Okay. I
Can
need
you
somebody to play my Undertaker music real quick.
Can you come to Boston?
Yeah, come
to
to
speak?
Boston College.
I
Yes.
spoke at University of Massachusetts last Black History Month, February of 2024. What university do you attend?
Boston College
in Chestnut Hill.
in Chestnut
Okay.
Hill, Massachusetts.
Boston College. So all you have to do, you should get in contact with student activities or the vice president for student affairs.
Why did that girl buy? Why did you mean in the chat?
Say that again.
No, sorry. It was about the people in the chat.
No, they was just surprised to see a snow bunny on Dr. Umar's live.
No, she's not a she's part of the LGBT. Yeah, so she doesn't dabble in the snow bunny activities. She's not a snow bunny. She's not.
I don't think
Wait, can I leave now? Okay, I'm about to leave.
yeah.
Okay, my queen. Brothers and sisters, can somebody play my Undertaker music? We had a snow bunny invade the live, and my African sisters brought the bunny on the live. But much respect to the young lady. She spoke very well. Much respect to her. We don't practice hate. We just practice race pride. Who's tapping in? Soccer mom going twice. Soccer mom going 3 times.
Piece of PAN-AFRIKANISM.
Peace, good brother. Why's your Instagram name Soccer Mom? What's going on with that?
I'll give you the real lore. So originally I was chakra man, like the chakras.
Yes, sir.
But a buddy of mine thought it was funny because chakra sounded like soccer. So he was like, oh, soccer man. And then I kind of was like, it does sound funny, a little catchy. And it's also, when you think about the soccer ball, it's a cube, it's divine, the divine shape of the 6 sides, which also represents the carbon, which represents the black. And then the mom is the divine feminine versus the me, J-Bo, being the divine masculine. So putting those 2 together make the divine construct of soccer mom, J-Bo. But regardless of that.
But wait, stay with me. I follow you. Okay, so is it soccer mom or soccer man?
It's soccer mom.
But are you okay with that soccer mom moniker?
Correct.
As a
yes.
man?
Because, and as a man, right, I embody and encompass both the male and the physical as a man. We all do as humans. But whether which one is more stronger or more prevalent, you can see a strong grown man who looks like a very strong masculine man, but also be very feminine and soft. Or you
I
can see a very
agree with
soft
you,
looking
but let
man.
me.
Go ahead.
Okay,
Mm,
okay, but here's where I agree to disagree. You're
okay.
right.
Okay.
But when we talk about every human being having masculine energy and feminine energy, we're not talking about every human being having masculine sexuality and feminine sexuality. I think
Correct.
sometimes we get confused between feminine energy and feminine sexuality. So, for
Correct.
example, being passive, being peaceful, those are considered feminine traits, right?
Mm,
Being aggressive, being assertive, those are considered masculine traits.
correct.
So we're talking about masculine characteristics, feminine characteristics, not to be confused with masculine sexuality or feminine sexuality. In other words, every human being is either a male or a female.
Correct.
So when you say soccer mom as a black man, I'm a
It
little
yeah, it
conflicted
right.
as to why
No, I get
you're
it. I get it.
comfortable being called mom when you are a man.
Right. And it would make more sense to be soccer dad, right? Jabo
Yes.
would make more sense, right? But I didn't change it, and I kind of just had it as that, and you
I
know.
mean, it's your
But I definitely understand.
decision, but I just want you to think
No,
about that, brother,
I
because
I definitely
you
I
know there's
definitely
an
understand.
agenda to
No,
effeminize the black male, and
absolutely,
for you to have an
absolutely,
IG name of soccer mom as a
absolutely.
black man, I don't like the energy it sends to our boys. I mean, you know what it means for
Understandable.
you, but
Understandable.
for black boys who look up to you, work with you, know you,
Right.
that can be sending the wrong message.
Cool.
You know, because we
Yeah.
as African people, we don't come from a gender neutral culture. Our culture is very much decided as to who is a man and who is a woman. Like African
Absolutely.
people, we don't do the neutral gender. We are not a gender neutral people.
No.
We have
No.
black men and we have black women.
Exactly.
So I just want
Correct.
you to think on that a little bit, my brother.
No. Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
now,
And
now
we
what is
we can
your
definitely talk about
opinion?
that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
On
So
the
I
three,
definitely
yeah.
yeah. So I
Talk to
def
me about your opinion on you know, Snoop and Nelly being hammered for performing at the inauguration, Donald Trump signing away Black History Month as if it ever did anything for us anyway, and then of course
absolutely.
DEI, which Obama created for the LGBT. Not to say they shouldn't have their rights, but that
Mm,
wasn't something done for Black people. But once again, we're crashing out
yes.
over things that either did not benefit us or were not designed for us. What is your opinion?
Yes, I absolutely agree. And for those two, like you said, uh, Kamala and Biden, they didn't do nothing for black people. So why are y'all still championing behind these Megan the Stallions and Glorillas for performing for their DNCs, right? You have
Absolutely.
all these black celebrity sellouts who are telling you as a black person you ain't black unless you signed your allegiance to this,
Yes.
right? And both of those parties, Republican and Democrat, are both sides of the same coin. They don't
Absolutely.
have the black interest at heart, and they never really had. But if you look at, for Construction era, there were blacks that were there trying to infiltrate and push our agenda into the masses. So that's why when we had our first black congressmen
Mhm.
who were Republicans, right? But all that's changed. The Dixiecrats came in and completely did psyops to destroy the black people from having a say or having the motivation to try to become mayors of their sound, to be on the city council, the school boards, and all those things, to actually enact the change that they want to see in their
Yes,
communities,
sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
So I think we shouldn't be calling Nelly and Snoop and them, the C word, because there's the same exact ones on the other side of the aisle. And
Absolutely.
a lot of the peoples who are calling the C word, what are y'all doing? How have
Absolutely.
y'all helped your community? How have you helped the young black men and young black women in your community who are going through stuff? You over there advocating for them to say more body, my choice, but you killing black
Yes.
babies. You see what I'm saying? So the hypocrisy is crazy in the black community, right?
That's
That's
true.
that's the main thing we don't need to established. And I remember when you went on the Breakfast Club and you talked to Charlamagne, the biggest CO double N of them all. I feel like he was trying to always play both sides. But then at the end, they were trying to criticize him for saying, "Oh, well, Kamala, she's actually kind of crazy. She ain't saying the right things." All of a sudden, he flips his side, and he doesn't want to say he's pro-Trump, but he really is saying, "Oh, well, I'm a vote for Trump" type stuff. But they want to ostracize anybody that doesn't go with the group thought, and they attack those who have and stand on their own business by saying, "Okay, I know y'all might." The public humiliation scares a lot, because how we grew up, we always wanted to be seen as a black person. You're gonna lose your black card if you don't know how to play spades, if you never watched Boys in the Hood. You know what I'm saying? So black folks have this weird stigma and fear of being ostracized from other black people.
Mm.
And it's not all of us, but I feel like it's a large majority of us, and it shows in how we move and how we choose to jump onto things and ride the coattails of cult-like behavior. That's when that whole cancel culture came in, right? So
Got you.
fast forward into your second topic of DEI. DEI was a scam and a sham and a psyop for people to think that, first of all, we have to understand, first and foremost, they ain't ever going to do nothing for black folks, period. Okay? That's like, for y'all to keep thinking, one person comes in and going to do this, next person, no, it's not going to work like that. The system was not designed like that. Okay? So when DEI came in, it was actually a psychological operation to get black folks to become docile and complicit in their wants and agenda, and to meld it in with those of other brown folk, gay folk, disabled folk, Mexican folk, Asian, all these other different folk. So now we're grouping the black agenda, the black needs, in with these other ones. They're getting silenced. They're getting taken away and corrupt and manipulated by what really is white people behind the scenes, lesbian women behind the scenes, indoctrinated, uneducated black people behind the scenes that want to fit some corporate America image that never wanted them there in the first place. You see what I'm saying? That's why BlackRock and Vanguard invested so much money in these programs, because they know that if they can have a collective thought, like, echo chamber of that, collective thought, it wouldn't be too many people to kind of go against, okay, we want to hire only this group of people, or we want to only outsource our label to Indians over here for one group of people, and no one's going to say nothing wrong about that, right?
Tie it up for me, soccer mom.
So to wrap it all together, it really comes down to distractions. We need to stay focused on the prize. We need to really bring back, our black history is not confined to just a month. Your history is confined to a lifetime of experiences that are shared. Now, I'm having a thing that's going on with my job for Black History Month. We're doing a little happy hour. I actually really wanted you to come and work something out with getting you flown out here to
where you at?
Oregon, Portland, Oregon.
Portland?
To come at
take my number. Take my number. Take my number.
No, I already got your number. I texted you.
Because I ain't been to Portland in 10 years, bro. I ain't been to Portland in 10 years.
I want you to come out, because I feel like there's a lot of black people up here that forgot who they are, and have gotten distracted by the DEI psyop that's been around them and that's been infiltrating all over here. And so my only question for you is, do you think spades and dominoes is ghetto?
I wouldn't say it's ghetto. I mean, some people enjoy it, some people don't. You got non-Africans who play the games as much as African people. I don't know how to play either. I've been an activist my whole life, so I don't know how to play any of the games, to be honest with you. When I went on playing spades with Nick Cannon, they had to teach me how to play spades, because I never played spades until I sat down with Nick, you know what I mean?
Right.
And his father. So that's how that went. But I'm going to let you ride so we can get a few more people on. Don't use the N-word, my brother. Don't use the N-word. And I heard what you said about, Charlamagne. I didn't follow Charlamagne closely during the presidential campaign, so I can't speak to that. But I will say this: whenever I've had a conversation with the brother, he's been pretty strong in standing up for African people. Now, I can't say whether he always does that from platform to platform, but in all my conversations with Brother Charlamagne, and of course when I'm on the Breakfast Club, he's never not, said what he felt was best for black people. I never picked up a sellout energy in him, although I know that's the opinion some people have. I don't share that opinion. You know, I really think the brother cares about the race. And as far as celebrities go, as much as people may criticize a Charlamagne or Nick Cannon, I can say they try a whole lot more than a lot of other celebrities to try to do what's right for the community, man. But shoot me a
Right.
text so we can see how we can make that Portland thing work.
All right,
And,
will
and, and
do.
if
Thank you,
you got to
Dr. Umar.
keep the Mamba, this is what you do. Turn it to soccer Mamba. Like Kobe Bryant, the
Oh,
black
Mamba.
Mamba, put make soccer Mamba. You feel me? Soccer
Right.
Mamba. Mamba. But that soccer mom, my brother, that's kind of zesty. I need you to remix that. That's kind of zesty. Turn it
All
into
right, brother.
soccer Mamba, my brother. But let's talk about that Portland event, bro.
All right, for
Okay,
sure.
King. Be
Thank
safe,
you.
man. All right, bro. Okay, brothers and sisters. We gotta work with Soccer Mamba. What y'all think about Soccer Mamba? Can he get away with Soccer Mamba? Can he get away with Soccer Mamba?